Okay, now we're getting ready to weigh our oils. Okay, we have fats and oils. The fats that we're going to use, or the oils that we're going to use, are rice bran, coconut oil, olive oil, and then the butter is going to be shea. I used to use palm oil, the white palm oil. However, I replaced the palm oil with the rice bran, and I really like the rice. The rice bran also helps make it a fluffy bar of soap. Okay, so we have our scale here. Now it's on ounces and it's at 0. What you want to do, and I'm only going to show this the one time, but you want to do this every time you measure an ingredient for your soap, okay? Now, this, on my scale, the container weighs 1.3 ounces. I want to, or 1.4, it rests at 1.4 ounces. I want to tare it. In other words, I want this container and I want my scale to go back to 0. So I press the tare, and then as you can see, it has 0. It shows the 0 ounces. Now for the olive oil, we're going to use, I believe it's 8 ounces. 8 ounces of olive oil. Okay, so we're just going to pour it. I use extra virgin olive oil. And you just pour it. I like to pour mine kind of slow, because sometimes if I pour fast, I end up wasting it. See, we got 7.5. 7.9. 8.0, right on the money. And we got a little bit on the scale, but that's okay. Alright, and then your utensils, you want to use either a wooden spoon or stainless steel. And also, if you're going to cook in a pan, people, use stainless steel. Do not use aluminum. The sodium hydroxide that we're going to use, or sodium hydroxide period, it is not a synergistic blend. It is not compatible with aluminum. One time I used aluminum foil for whatever reason. I don't know what I was thinking, but I laced lined my counter with aluminum foil, and I went to make my sodium hydroxide solution, and once I stirred it, I put the spoon on the aluminum foil. Scared me to death because things started sizzling. So then what I did, I threw it in the trash can, and the thing sizzled some more, and I didn't know what to do, so I just started boiling, poured some water, whatever. So anyway, you don't want to do that. That was a lesson that taught me, okay, no, now I see why you don't use aluminum. There's an intense reaction with that. That relationship is not a good marriage. Okay, so we pour the olive oil in the crock pot, and I use this with Hamilton Beach. This was a gift from my daughter and her husband for my soap baking, and I love the crock pot method. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, I'm going to measure the rest of the oils. You don't need to see me do that because it's going to be the same thing. And then once the oils melt, we're going to come back, and then at that point you're going to see me blend it using an electric blender. There was something I wanted to add here though. Just one second. Oh, sometimes I will put my coconut oil first because it's a solid oil, fat, if whatever, solid oil, and I'll cook. But I find that it really doesn't make a difference. You want the temperatures, but we'll get into that. You want the temperatures to be within a range in order to trace. Some people say it should be exact. I find it doesn't need to be exact. I've used it at exact measures. I've used it as other books. I've used a range of 10 to 15, 20 degree variable. It didn't matter. So we're going to put the olive oil in there. Now we're going to mix the rest of our ingredients, and then like I said, when we come back to the video, you're going to see me making the soap to begin at trace before we actually cook it. Okay, so I will see you shortly. Thank you.